The problem is with the Ballon D'Or, it's become a bit of a popularity contest now. That's the thing that annoys me. Is it really about the best player in the world? We said from a couple of weeks ago before that we said Lamine Yamal is the best player in world football. Didn't care what anyone said. Yes, he's 17. People might say, oh, he's too young. But I said, it's not about young. He is the best player in world football right now. He's proved it.
The club season is winding down, but the Ballon d'Or conversation is heating up. There is no clear frontrunner really now after Barcelona's elimination in the Champions League. That might have muddied the waters a bit. Mo Salah is in there with Liverpool winning the Premier League. Pedri, Raphinha and Yamal from Barcelona, and the only one left in the Champions League is Ousmane Dembélé, whose odds are at plus 450. Who do we like, boys, to win the Ballon d'Or this season?
Hold up, can we acknowledge the moment that Nigel just had?
I said it right. Show his name, though, right?
He played holding midfielder his entire life. He wanted a little taste of the glory up top, didn't he, as the striker?
He did. He was looking at me.
Forward.
Can I do it? Can
Welcome
I do
back to the Heineken Champions Club. How about that? That's good, right?
That's
what?
really good.
Listen,
now why
me.
don't you say all of our names just to see if you can get them right?
Poppy, Nico and Grella.
Well done.
What do you think this is?
Well, you just called Micah Michael, so I'm not exactly sure.
You made Peter Schmeichel and Micah into one person. Trying to save time.
He said you guys.
You know, we have a limited amount of time that we have to talk.
It's true. It's true.
On the sheet of the Ballon d'Or is there's only one alien on the sheet that I saw that is not from this planet, and it's Lamine Yamal, and I think he showed it against Inter in 2 semifinals. Bastoni came out, I think yesterday or this morning, and said he's the best player he's ever played against, and he's one of the top defenders in the world. So for me, it's hands down. When you put your eyeballs on the pitch and you actually watch a game, don't talk about statistics. I don't want to know about Scott. I don't want to know about all these XGs. When I watch Lamine Yamal play, for me, he jumps off the page, and he is very worthy of the.
So it doesn't matter to you that he's not going to be playing in the Champions League final?
No, I think it's a shame, but I think no.
I agree with what you're saying, and this season, which is not used to what we've been seeing for the last 10, 15 years, that there's been two guys mostly that have been so dominant in European football that either one of them is in the Champions League final or having a season that's so absolutely mind-blowing that he has to be considered as a front-runner to the Ballon d'Or. Maybe perhaps what we learned from this season is that the team that wins the Champions League final might not have a Ballon d'Or winner. If Inter ends up taking it, what are we saying about Dembélé? We're putting the Ballon d'Or for Dembélé based off of one game that's going to be a definitive factor as to if he wins it or not. And not only that, there's still UEFA Nations League, a trophy on the line for a couple of European teams, one of which is Dembélé's team. Then there's Club World Cup that within the time frame of voting, this tournament is in. So players could still have a couple of career-defining performances, if you will, that can sway a vote in their favor or not.
I think you're complicating that.
To Inter, that there's nobody from Inter among the top contenders for the Ballon d'Or?
I don't know. I'll let Grella take that one.
No, you don't want to answer. She asked you. Come on.
I said, is it disrespectful to Inter that there's no Ballon d'Or contenders in the front runners?
No, I don't think so. I mean, the Ballon d'Or is for the best player in the world, right?
Yeah, but the problem is with the Ballon d'Or, it's become a bit of a popularity contest now. That's the thing that annoys me. Is it really about the best player in the world? We said from a couple of weeks ago before that we said Lamine Yamal is the best player in world football. Didn't care what anyone said. Yes, he's 17. People might say, oh, he's too young. But I said, it's not about young. He is the best player in world football right now. He's proved it. He did it with the Euros as well. So he's done it internationally for Spain when him and Nico Williams were the two key players for Spain in that Euros. And he's doing it at Barcelona, the biggest club in the world. Might not make the final, but he, for me, is the front runner. But if Dembélé and Paris Saint-Germain do the treble, Dembélé has been the significant part in this Paris Saint-Germain side that's been the one that's turned around this team, where you'd have to say then, yes, you'd have to give it to Dembélé because he's the won the treble with Paris Saint-Germain. They won the Champions League.
He hasn't won it yet. Who would you take?
I said if.
Who would you take on your team today? Today's May 7th. Who would you take on your team today? Lamine Yamal or Dembélé?
You'd have to take Lamine. He's 17 years old. What he's doing, unbelievable. Stepping up to the plate, one of the biggest clubs in world football.
Fair. Who would you take on your team May 7th today? Mohamed Salah or Ousmane Dembélé?
It's a good one, actually. Current form right now, I'll take Dembele.
Does it matter if Barcelona
Dembele.
don't
Who's
win
been the better
Liga?
player throughout the entire season?
The
No,
entire
that
season,
does
yes.
matter.
Because we're
that does
talking
matter.
about competitions. Barcelona, there's still a possibility that Real Madrid overtake them in La Liga and Barcelona don't win one of the major European
If
trophies.
Lamine Yamal has a masterclass performance this Sunday, that without a doubt will sway a lot of voters towards him.
I'll just say this. Well, it's always the easiest way to do it. What team in the world would Lamine Yamal not get into? That's
His
the best
name
way
is
to
very
answer it.
difficult for you, huh?
Pardon?
Nothing.
I said Lamine Yamal. What's the
No, you
problem?
didn't.
I'm
But-
from South London, all right? I didn't grow up in Miami, South Beach.
He can play on any team today in the world.
Yeah.
Right? Who's the best player?
So could anyone on that list. You thought any of those guys could
Yeah,
play
well-
on the list.
Yeah.
The top criteria, really, though, Grella, for you, you said it doesn't really define the player what competitions they win this season.
No, because that's
right?
a team competition,
Okay,
right?
so you're saying it regardless then, if
but you-
Barca win La Liga or if they
If you
don't?
ask me the simple question of who is the best player in the world, and I've been watching all these Champions League games and all the top 5 European leagues, for me, it's Yamal. Nobody else in the whole entire year made me watch the game going like this every time I see him touch the football. Nobody even close. And I understand Raphinha scores unbelievable goals, and he's a fantastic player with a fantastic story. And I take nothing away from the other guys on that list.
You say that, right?
But
Sorry.
Lamine Yamal is the best. This is not even a conversation for
We're
me.
talking
I think
about-
he's clearly the best player in the world.
We talk about getting to any team in the world, right? So you'd say Salah, Dembele, would they get into Barcelona's team?
I think so.
I think they
You
would.
think they'll get into starting
I know
Barcelona's
they
team?
would.
And
Who do you put Salah in for?
on the Barcelona team?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to figure it out. I would never take it. But now we're talking in too many hypotheticals here. I think the fact that the final is PSG-Inter, and if Inter even beats PSG, there's a good shot that Salah is still in the conversation. The one thing that's working against Salah is that the Premier League title race was blown out of the water way too quickly. If we'd be on the edge of our seats every week and still watching the Prem, because we need to know if Liverpool wins and Arsenal's right there catching up to them, that
But there was also- but
competition
then there
between the
was-
two teams gets the most out of a player that convinces a voter, wow, the way that he's winning these games for Liverpool.
Okay, but there was a slowdown
is a
period
big
with Salah
sway.
as well, because Salah didn't turn up for Liverpool in the League Cup final when they lost to Newcastle. Well, I mean, it plays a part. It
Okay,
plays a part.
just to wrap up, one-word answers from you all. Grell, you've got Lamine. Nico, who are you going for?
If I had to vote today,
There's no Argentines in.
my vote would be Lamine Yamal.
Not Lautaro Martinez.
Unless he has a
Nigel,
hat trick in the final, and then
Who are you
I
going
don't
with?
know.
Lamine. Okay.
Lamine Yamal. How's that? You like that?
Muy bien.
Stick down your pipe and smoke it.
There you go.